So I was on Bleacher Report, and I was reading this article on how 3-hour Raws are better than 2-hour Raws. So this guy was saying 3-hour Raws are better because the matches are longer, the storylines are better, and the storylines are like more longer. Like the superstars have more time to express their stories and promos and whatnot. So this guy's pretty much fucking retarded. All right. So I can guarantee you, I don't know this for sure, but I could guarantee you that there's more commercials now. Like the percentages of commercials. Like maybe when you had 2-hour Raws, like you had, 66% TV. I don't know. I'm just making up fucking random numbers. And now that it's 3 hours, maybe you have like 60%. I don't fucking know. But you get what I'm trying to say here. There's more commercials, more percentages of commercials. Now, like since the third hour is probably like half commercials at least that they added. So, and even like the wrestling matches, they're pretty fucking boring, alright? There's been like no good matches on Raw. And the matches that have been good, a lot of them aren't even like that long. I mean, there's been some like 15-minute matches, 15-minute matches that have been good. And why can't you have that on 2-hour Raws? I mean, seriously. You could have 15-minute matches on 2-hour Raws. I'd rather see one 15-minute match than 2 5-minute squash matches. It's like they did that on 2-hour Raws and it was fine. And now this guy's saying, oh well, they give the opponents longer time to wrestle. You know what? Even some of the 20-minute matches are fucking boring. Orton versus Christian was like 15-20 minutes long. Pretty bad match there. 3 wrestles and a botch, and they give it an A+ on Bleacher Report. Those guys are fucking retarded there. Who gives a match with 3 rest holds? Like 3 long rest holds too, not short ones. 3 long rest holds and an obvious botch. Who gives that match an A+? Bleacher Report does. I guess that's their criteria for a fucking 5-star match. It's like, that's the problem. I don't really like Bleacher Report. They tend to overrate shit all the time. They fucking love average matches. They'll say they're A+. Oh, good wrestling between these 2 guys. Yeah, good wrestling, good rest holds. Yeah, I love. They must love rest holds on Bleacher Report, because then whenever there's a lot of rest holds in a match, they give it a good grade. I mean, seriously, it's enough with Bleacher Report. I hate that fucking wrestling site almost. And I like how they're organized. They got like good organization where you could access the articles easy. They got like good titles and good like pictures and stuff. But the quality of the articles, most of them are shit. So there's like some guys on there that I like that are like good wrestling fans. But then there's a lot of guys on there that just are like fucking like retarded almost. I like No DQ better. It's not as organized and stuff. There's just like words and articles like all over the place. But I like it. It has good articles on there. And for PW Torch, I mean, it's like they put 7 articles in one. I don't really like that. It's like they'll put, oh, Wade Barrett fucking injured, plus Raw ratings in, plus fucking this, and it's like 7 things in one article. I don't really like that. But yeah, I mean, Bleacher Report, it's like that guy who wrote the article. He must really have low standards for pro wrestling, because 3-hour Raws, and the third hour is just mainly filler. So here's what you do. You don't do the 3-hour fucking bullshit. You can't tell me that there hasn't been, like 99% of the Raws of 3 hours have had at least an hour of bullshit in it, alright? Probably all of them have had at least an hour of bullshit in it. So here's what you do, WWE. You cut off that bullshit, alright? The filler fucking retarded bullshit. And then you have the 2 hours, which would make a much better show, alright? So I know it's all for money. I don't even know if it's made them money. It's been a fucking disaster, this 3-hour Raw shit. And this guy is sitting here saying it's good. Are you fucking kidding me? You don't need to have a long show to have long storylines and long promos. Here's what you fucking do. You have 10-minute matches for like the regular matches, like the ones that aren't that big. You have, I don't know, like probably 7 to 10 minutes. All right, you give them 7 to 10 minutes. Then like the main event matches, like the two big matches. All right, so there's two big matches between the biggest superstars and the biggest like the main eventers. All right, you give the mid carders like 7 to 10 minutes, and then you give the main eventers 12 to, probably like anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how good of a wrestlers they are. And then like if you want to have a squash match, like a 2 or 3 minute squash match, whatever. I'm not a big fan of squash matches. A lot of people are. I saw another fuck article on Bleacher Report a couple weeks back saying squash matches are good because, they protect the wrestler. They don't want to get hurt. It's like fucking bullshit right there. It's you don't go into wrestling to protect yourselves. You go into wrestling to give it your all, not to fucking like fuck around and not try to get hurt. You put your body on the line. So, I think a lot of wrestling fans agree that 3-hour Raws are fucking terrible. Just look at the quality of the product. If it was good and they actually made an effort to put on good shit, I wouldn't have a problem with 3-hour Raws. But they don't even really make an effort. And, even if they did, like, have an alright or, like, a good show, it just fucking drags on. You just want it to be over already, almost. It's like, can this show just fucking be over so I could do something that's way more important than fucking watch pro wrestling? Unless it's, like, a great show, I'm not, like, at 11:10 or whenever the fucking show ends, I'm not sitting here saying, oh, well, that was a great show. I'm glad I sat here for 3 fucking hours and wasted 3 hours of my life watching this. I don't do that. When it was 2 hours, it was better. But, now it's just drags on. There's rarely, very rarely, fucking grammatical error there. Very rarely, it's fucking hard to say. Very rarely a Raw where after it I say, that was worth my time. I enjoyed myself. Never really. So yeah, 3-hour Raws fucking suck, and so does fucking Bleacher Report.